Hello. Evolutions, am I right? Eevee has had, 8 of them. And we've never really got a Pokeball Pokemon. So today I'm going to make the Pokeball Pokemon. A mix of evolution and, Pokeballs. So let's hop into it, I guess. This is the first one. I had to think for a while before deciding they were all going to be bug types. So I went and grabbed a bunch of bug type pictures and I started basing it off them. I gave them these cool eyes, and then I tried to make it look more like a ladybug. So continued doing that. Gave it a little Pokeball look on its back, like a stripe. Yeah, you'll see. Stripe down the middle to look like a Pokeball. Little thing in the centre to look more like the Pokeball circular thing. The hardest part about designing this is how to emulate the Pokeball aspect. And just in case you were wondering, yes, after my past videos, if you watched the last one, there's been glitches in my shorts, so I have downloaded a VPN. So yeah, hopefully none of that happens again. So here is Pokebug. Let's just have a look at its decks. Pokebug, the normal bug type. Pokebug like to bury underground until they look like a Pokeball to pass by, then spring up and attempt to trap the thing for an easy meal. Quick design notes: I like this one because it looks like a Pokeball. Well done me. Also, its shiny is based off Great Ball, next Pokemon thing. Meet Netalure, and it's based off the Dive Ball and Netball. And a Water Strider, the thing that you can see. I should have done a quick call now before you get too deep. If you're scared of bugs and stuff, there'll be spiders later on in the video. Not too bad spiders though. But you can try and make it through if you want. But this is based off the the Water Strider. Has these 2 long legs at the front. And has a really long abdomen around the back. So I kind of made it look like a little mischievous goblin guy. Little goofy goblin guy, Really goofy goblin guy. Like a thievel. Like a little thief. Like a shady thief in water. If you get me. So giving him these eyes, that makes him look a bit more sneaky. He has a mustache, mandibles turned into mustache, and his hands are alternating colours like the original. Then I struggled on his head for a while before creating Netalure. Netalure. If the Pokemon is mostly submerged, the end of its tail looks like a netball, allowing it to hide from predators and also easily steal shiny objects. Its ability is Water Wave even, which means it doesn't get hit by water-type attacks, and its shiny is based off an Ultra Ball. Netalure comes from net, and from the French word voleur, meaning thief. Woo! Arachnophobia warning. Okay, spider guy. He's like a spider. And he's also a bit of a evil guy. Yes, there's a spider in the corner. That's why there's a spider warning. If you don't like spiders, then just skip to the time stamp on screen. Well, I'd probably explain the Pokedex entry. I'm basing him off the Dusk Ball for this one, which was a bit of less challenging because he's a spider, so I just use his head as the main part. Dusk Ball X Moon Ball, spider with bright colours. I used this really cool, I think it's the image second down, by fist.org or Daily Mail, I don't know. But I used it and I made his legs look a bit like suction cups, like sewer strings, what? Then I gave him the spider-like arms, obviously, and he's weaving a web in between his hands. You'll see that in a second. He has kind of like a tailor coattail. Yeah, that makes sense. He has shadows. I give all my drawings shadows. I don't know why I had to point that out. He has the eyes that I'm giving him, that each one has. This one, he looks a bit more goofy, but then I change it around so he looks less goofy. I make his eyes red, and then I give him I give him more of a spike thing, because I don't want it to represent the same thing as the other guy, the evil mustache thing. So I draw like spiky mouth, and I was about done with the design. Dustbin. These Pokemon resemble dusk balls, and only if they poke their head out might be mistaken for one. If that happens, Dustbin will trap them in their highly sticky web. Their ability is Dark Absorb, and their shiny is based off the Love Ball. It's really cool. Dustbin comes from dusk and spin, like the web, spinning a web. Cool. Faciri is based off the fast ball, not quick ball, fast ball, fire type, based off of Fireman. It's really cool. Faciri, fast ball, and fire. I'll explain the name when we get to that. Boom. Good enough pose already. Starts trying to make this shape from the Pokeball work. I look for inspiration, none found. I draw it out in pencil, which I'd never done before that. Give him small little hands, give him those wavy patterns on the first picture. Give him some more wavy patterns. Woo, wavy. Some fire shooting out the behind, as always. Give him a bit of lantern energy. Giving me the lantern energy. Pokedex. Faciri has Flare Consume as its ability. This Pokemon likes to pretend to be a fast ball, but moves so fast that the people can never pick it up, and if they manage to, they get viciously burned. Its name comes from fast and something else, and I can't tell. I searched it up. Apparently in Greek, Faciri means busy, but I don't know. Actually, that makes sense because it's an ant and it's always busy. Next one. Okay, hear me out. Scorpion poison type. That has never been done before. And here we go. So I start by giving it some eyes, a face at least, and then I try to make it look like a scorpion. I know the repeat ball has this weird connected chain on it, so I thought it would be a fun idea to make the connected chain part of its body. And if you're wondering how these things evolve, no wonder anymore. All you need to do is catch it or make it hold this a ball that it's based on, and it'll evolve into that one. I think that's the plan. It'll evolve into that one at level 30. If it's gave a regular ball, like a Great Ball, Ultra Ball, or Pokeball, it will just not evolve. If it's given a ball that doesn't have a full form, too bad, it doesn't evolve. Here I draw Aquapet. Still doesn't look the best it could be. So I think here I scrap the entire design of Aquapet, which is the Pokemon's name. I turn it into a ball, I cut off half of it, give it a head section for head, give it enough room, give it the chain link thing in my bob's hole, the circular head, big claw, hopefully, claw. And I think about the colours for a bit here. I actually think about the claw, make it the people's colours very, very, very fast, because this is on 10 times speed, believe it or not. This took me an hour each design. Don't worry about it, I'll be fine. I do a bit of shading and Pokedex. Aquapet has this Pokemon hides as a repeat ball, and once grabbed, Stings the victims, making the prey freeze for an easy feast. Its ability is poison absorb, and Acropet comes from repeat and scorpion in Albanian. Acropet is scorpion in Albanian. Next one. Centipede in time. To make the quick ball Pokemon. Forgot the name of this one. Probably is a good name though. All the names of my Pokemon are good. Mid. Not mid, little ghost kid. Lemon Whitey. I made that logo. I should have remembered. I'm sorry, bro. Bunch of bunch of patterns. Quick ball colours coming in. Maybe I make them a bit darker just to make them a bit better. Give it purple little feet. I don't know why I made that noise for feet. Boom. Shading all the feet. Why did I make that noise when I said feet? Oh my gosh. Pokedex. Quentipede with the ability High Voltage. This Pokemon looks like a quick ball and uses its tendrils to shock anything that attempts to touch it. Quentipede comes from Quenta, meaning like 4, I think. Quent, or 5. Pede, Millipede, or Centipede, and Quenta Quick. You know what I mean? Quenta Quick. Next one. Okay, hear me out. Stampy Cat Lovely World ends the day I'm recording this. Wow, I never thought I'd see that. No, hear me out. Heavy Ball Slug Man. And he's named after escargot, which is what the French call when they eat the shell of a slug. And look, Gastrodon, my boy. I then draw a funny little Slugma. Not getting me there. Slugma thing. Give it some tendrils. Remove the weird caps. Make it more Pokemon-y. Give it the weird caps again. Make it look like an Acidicky. Why did I say it like that? Acidicky. Give it some spots potentially, but I don't know if I keep that in the final design. I do some of them. Making the design kind of finalised. I think I give it some sludge in a bit. I don't know though. Paint around, giving it the highlights and such. Wow, I really like this one. It's a steel type, by the way, in case you were wondering. And Pokedex entry. This is a Scavvy. This Pokemon lies in crevices trying to hide its face, which it is ashamed of after the Heavy Ball disfigured it completely, making it more pasty. So, Escavy comes from heavy and escargot. And its shiny is based off a mushroom. Next one. Dear me, okay, bee time. Bees, what do bees do? They fly. Look, it's a little... I want to make my post more dynamic now, so that's what I tried to do. First thing, just made a honey guy with a honey V, because that's the same thing as they have in the level ball, which he is based on. I don't know if I said what the last one is based on. The last one, which was the... I probably said it, don't I? Yeah, Heavy Ball. Anyway. Yeah, it's a bumblebee. What else would you expect? Entirely filled in with black. Gave these wing patterns I didn't like. Guess what type this is? I bet you can't. Before the Pokedex entry comes up. Levumbi. This Pokemon uses the funnel around its neck to collect honey and deliver it back to the Queen Levumbi. It also uses the wind currents to make travelling a breeze. Levumbi comes from Levitate, and Bumblebee, and its ability is Current Rider. It's butterfly in time for a fairy type, so I'm gonna start by tracing Butterfree's pose, the G-Max Butterfree, but I don't think that goes well, so I end up removing it. Yeah, looking through the Pokedex, Pokemon cards even, using this pose because I actually really like the pose. That look for some inspirations that Okimishu use some Greek mythology and use whatever is based off like a fairy that can transform into a butterfly. Yeah, so I read a story for a bit, found out about the bat and the butterfly, didn't know about that beforehand. It's based off a love ball, so I give it heart-shaped patterns on its wings. Isn't really apparent. I try to make its wings look more like a heart. You can kind of see it if you squint your eyes and close your eyes and imagine a butterfly with heart-shaped wings. Stealing Sylveon's colour palette and the love balls, just to make sure, giving it a bit of a tinge of blue, a tinge of blue before changing it to black. I do a few highlights like that, and do a few more shading. Erase the non-shaded parts and Pokedex. This is Papilpamore. This Pokemon surrounds any love-struck Pokemon and was once the deity of love for a long-lost civilization. Its appearance means often sometimes someone's in love. It comes from Papillon, French for butterfly, and amour, French for love. 2 left and time for the psychic type one. Yeah, it's a psychic type. What do you call it? Fly. That's its name. It's Fly. I thought I would have done it for the flying type, but no. It's going to be based off the Dream Ball. I wanted to have an eye on its design somewhere, but it's really hard to incorporate it. Give it some wings. Make it kind of look like it's got the peace symbols, like it's meditating, while also doing that Professor X thing where it reads your mind. Yeah. I flip it around a bit, and I do some shading, which is probably the best thing. If you're not feeling a design, give it some shading. Like this design. I still wasn't feeling it, not gonna lie. That eye looked very odd, so I tried to fix it, but here we have Telefia. This Pokemon comes in large swarms but never attacks, always meditating to open its psychic third eye, which allows it to emit large psychic aura. Its ability is Psychic Counter, and Telefia comes from Telepathy, Fly. Finale is a grass type. Look how cute he is. Look how little cutie. It's a praying mantis. It could have been a fighting type. Honestly, it should have been, but I like grass types way more than fighting types. I base it off the mantis fighting style. Give it these 2 big hands, give it these 2 smaller ones. Made it look all swaggy. Gave it a mouth, wanting to make it orange because I like orange. Ended up making it look more like a nest ball. Safari ball. Yep. Giving it the safari ball like ripples. Giving it a skull pattern because I thought that looked fire. Giving it a bit of shading in the shading needed places. And finishing off the design, let us move to the Pokedex entry of Gantus. This Pokemon uses advanced fighting styles to fend off attackers, then uses their large bulbs to dissuade them from ever attacking it again. Its name is Gantus, coming from mantis and grass. That's it. Outro. Thank you for watching to the end. see you next time. Yeah, comment in the description what you want me to draw next time. See ya.